Welcome to Spaceverse, your portal to cosmic adventures. Out of the countless asteroids that zip past Earth, none have sparked more alarm than Apophis, the so-called god of chaos. It's the largest asteroid expected to pass dangerously close to our planet. For years, scientists, including Neil deGrasse Tyson, dismissed any real risk of a collision. But now new evidence is shaking up those confident claims. A recent study suggests that even a small nudge from another object in space could send Apophis off course, possibly setting it on a collision path with Earth. This has reignited discussions about its future trajectory and raised new concerns about its potential impact. In fact, NASA is now running simulated exercises to determine how prepared we are to prevent a devastating asteroid collision. So, could this god of chaos really strike Earth? Let's dive into the science behind its potential threat. Just last month, a small asteroid about 1.5 meters wide, named 2024 RW1, entered Earth's atmosphere near the northern island of Luzon in the Philippines. Though it was harmless, it created a brilliant fireball as it burned up, leaving spectators both awestruck and worried, with social media buzzing about the event. What's alarming is that 2024 RW1 was only detected a few hours before it entered Earth's atmosphere. This highlights a major concern. Our technology struggles to spot smaller near-Earth objects or NEOs with enough time to react. And when we look ahead to April 13, 2029, the urgency becomes even clearer. A much larger asteroid, Apophis, is set to pass perilously close to Earth. This massive 370-meter asteroid, Apophis, has been on scientists' radar for years, but recent findings have sparked growing concerns about a potential collision with Earth. Before we get into the details, let's set the stage. Back in 2004, astronomers discovered Apophis, and it quickly became a hot topic. It belongs to the Aten group, a family of asteroids that often fly near Earth. What makes Apophis stand out is its impressive size. It's about 370 meters wide, which is roughly the length of 3 football fields. Early predictions were alarming, with a 2.7% chance of it colliding with Earth in 2029. A collision of that magnitude would release the energy of 65,000 atomic bombs, causing catastrophic damage to both life and infrastructure. Fortunately, with advancements in technology, our understanding of Apophis's path has become clearer. By 2013, NASA reassured the public, stating that Apophis would safely pass Earth in 2029 and again in 2036, at a distance of about 31,000 kilometers, closer than some of our satellites. This close flyby presents a rare opportunity for scientific study. Researchers are eager to gather data on Apophis and refine our asteroid tracking models. But why is Apophis so closely studied? The asteroid has drawn significant attention, especially because of its upcoming close encounter with Earth in 2029. You may wonder why a near miss is such a big deal. To understand why, let's look back at a similar event. In July 1994, comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 collided with Jupiter, and for the first time we were able to witness a celestial object crash into a planet in real time. Shoemaker-Levy 9, a periodic comet, broke into multiple pieces after passing too close to Jupiter in 1992. Those fragments then hurtled toward a catastrophic impact with the gas giant. The impacts from SL9 were nothing short of breathtaking, leaving visible marks on Jupiter's surface and even causing slight color changes. For the first time, we witnessed just how destructive such cosmic collisions can be. Before this event, both scientists and the public largely underestimated how often and how dangerous asteroid and comet impacts could be. Many believe these events were rare, happening only once every few million years, and were not seen as a significant threat. The SL9 impacts completely shifted this perspective. The realization that such events could and do occur in our solar system sparked widespread concern. As a result, funding for projects focused on identifying and tracking potential threats to Earth surged. NASA and other space organizations began ramping up their efforts to monitor near-Earth objects, setting ambitious goals to locate and follow these space rocks. One of the key contributors to this effort is the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona. Situated at an elevation of 2,096 meters, KPNO has been instrumental in discovering several important celestial objects, including the asteroid Apophis. Since its discovery in 2004, Apophis has captured the attention of scientists due to early predictions suggesting a potential collision with Earth in 2029. At about 370 meters in diameter, Apophis was classified as one of the most dangerous asteroids due to its potential for regional destruction. It was given a level 4 rating on the Torino Impact Hazard Scale, the highest score ever assigned to an asteroid by NASA at the time. The close approach on April 13, 2029 is still a significant event. Apophis will pass within 32,000 kilometers of Earth, closer than some geostationary satellites. This close flyby will allow observers in parts of Europe, Africa, and Asia to witness the asteroid streaking across the sky. This event presents a rare opportunity to study an asteroid of this size in great detail and gather valuable data. Scientists will be able to observe how Apophis interacts with Earth's gravity, potentially causing slight shifts in its orbit and spin. These observations are crucial for improving models that predict the paths of other potentially hazardous asteroids. Now that you understand why Apophis is such a significant asteroid, let's dive into a recent discovery about its trajectory and answer the burning question on everyone's mind: could Apophis actually collide with Earth? In an unexpected turn, Canadian astronomer Paul Wiegert has published a groundbreaking study that challenges previous assumptions about Apophis's orbit. Wiegert's findings suggest that there is a small but not negligible chance that the asteroid's path could be altered, potentially sending it on a collision course with Earth in 2029. This startling revision has caused a stir in the scientific community. Wiegert's research presents a new scenario for Apophis. While its orbit is currently considered safe for at least the next century, his study shows that even a small collision with another space object, such as a tiny asteroid or debris, could change Apophis's course. This could put it on a dangerous path toward Earth. Using computer models, Wiegert's team assessed the chances of such an event before Apophis's close approach in 2029. They found that a small object as tiny as 0.6 meters could shift Apophis's trajectory enough to steer it into a keyhole trajectory, a specific gravitational path that could lead to a future collision. The odds of this happening are extremely low, less than 1 in 2 billion for 2029, and less than 1 in a million for any delayed impact. Even in the rare event that such a collision occurs, only about 5% of these would send Apophis into a trajectory leading to an Earth impact. So the overall probability of Apophis colliding with Earth remains less than 1 in 2 billion. Although the chances of a collision remain extremely small, they can't be entirely dismissed. The study highlights the unpredictable nature of space, where even minor collisions can lead to major consequences. It stresses the importance of ongoing monitoring, not only for large near-Earth objects like Apophis, but also for smaller debris that could indirectly pose a threat. So, how is NASA preparing for Apophis and other asteroid events? NASA has been leading the charge in preparing for potential asteroid impacts like Apophis. Recently, nearly 100 representatives from U.S. government agencies and international partners participated in a planetary defense tabletop exercise at the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. This exercise, spearheaded by NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office, aimed to simulate the challenges of responding to an asteroid impact. The exercise posed a hypothetical scenario involving an asteroid that was hidden from Earth-based observatories for 7 months while passing behind the Sun. This situation highlighted the need for early detection and the challenges astronomers face when trying to track objects that remain undetected for long periods. To address this, NASA and other space agencies are continually advancing their ability to spot hidden NEOs. For instance, NASA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test successfully altered the path of an asteroid by crashing a spacecraft into it, showcasing a proactive approach to safeguarding Earth. These efforts are crucial for understanding asteroid movement and preventing potential impacts. By considering all possible scenarios, including those suggested by Wiegert's study, we can better prepare for future asteroid risks. Since May 2021, tracking Apophis has been challenging due to its positioning relative to Earth and the Sun. Wiegert points out that the asteroid has been mostly out of sight of telescopes and will remain so until 2027, as it's currently too close to the Sun to be observed from Earth. Once Apophis becomes visible again, astronomers will have a limited window to monitor its trajectory and gather more data before its close approach in 2029. This observation period will be crucial for refining our understanding of its path and assessing any potential risks. And that's it. Thanks for tuning into Spaceverse. We've explored Apophis and planetary defense, and there's much more to discover. Stay curious, subscribe, and keep looking up.